First off, let's welcome Mark Mahon and Michael Madsen to Real Reviews on IndieLifeandWildlifeRadio.com. Welcome to the show, Michael and Mark. How are y'all doing today?
Good.
Good.
I'm great. Thank you very much. Michael, you have to do me, I'm doing you.
Thank you very much. It's very nice of you to have us all the way from Ireland.
We're really very grateful. Thank you.
Are you keeping my Charlotte?
I'm not too bad. I'm not too bad. How are you, Miha?
Mike.
Oh, that's great.
He said, Mike.
And it's very early in the morning. You should see us last thing in the night.
I've been working on that one for a while.
Exactly. Good.
Okay, so you guys are featuring your upcoming indie movie called Strength and Honor. Can you give us a little breakdown of the characters and the plot of the movie?
Yeah, basically, Strength and Honor is about a guy called Sean Kelleher, which Mike plays. And Sean is a semi-professional fighter and accidentally kills his friend in the ring. And his promise to his wife is that he'll never fight again. But years later, when he finds out that his son has the same hereditary heart disorder, which has killed his wife, and he's forced to go back fighting to raise money to save his son's life. And that's basically what it's about,
And you guys have been playing pretty much to a packed house everywhere you go. Like New York, you won some awards there. You want to tell us a little bit about the awards you won there and how the audience pretty much is giving you a lot of attention for this movie and loving it from what I hear everywhere you go.
Yeah, well, it's funny because we've been doing the festival circuit, basically just trying to raise the profile and basically trying to get them to release it for some studio to release it. And it's funny because, at this stage we have over 19 wins. And
wow.
But there's a lot of momentum after getting behind the movie, even from the point of view of, every festival that we turn up, I know that the movie is sold out. And, people just can't get enough of it. I was laughing because I was saying to someone there this morning, YouTube, which is, some people curse and swear it and everything else, but the thing is, the wrestler has 240,000 hits on it.
Wow.
The Curious Case of Benjamin Button has 117,000 hits. And we have 3 different trailers on, and combined we have over 284,000 hits.
Wow.
I mean, if that's not a sign that people want to see this movie, I don't know what is,
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I watched it on the trailer on YouTube. Is there another place that people can go to watch the trailer for this, Mark?
Yeah, we have a website as well. It's strengthandhonorthemovie.com.
Okay, and they can watch the trailer there?
Yeah, they can watch the trailer there as well. That's what they can,
Okay, I understand this is your directorial debut, right, Mark?
Yeah, that's right. It was, I was very, very blessed to be working with, people as talented as Michael and Vinnie Jones and Richard Chamberlain. And, everything about it from the start really has been a blessing. But, but the last few months, to be honest about it, have been difficult for us because, we have this movie that the people want to see. And it's kind of funny because I was actually saying to someone the other day, are studios making movies for themselves or are they making them for the public, you would think that after 19 wins that, people would be queuing up the theatrically released movie for us, but,
yeah.
This is what we find ourselves faced with, and it's kind of funny because a lot of the big studios have actually said to us, yes, we want to do it, and we want to release it, but they want us to come up with the $10 million for the print and advertising,
Wow. You would think that they'd be jumping all over this to give it some distribution. That tends to be the problem right now, right? It's distribution.
Yeah, well, it's a very competitive industry, and especially with the economics the way they've been.
Oh, yeah.
And the way that the Screen Actors Guild strike and all these other things that have been looming around, it's been a really hard time to release a picture. And we had a lot of things stacked up against us. But I think, in the long run, if we can get on a show like this, or the more that the word can get out about it, awareness is the whole thing.
Yeah.
Getting distribution.
Right.
All right, guys, this is Joe. How y'all doing?
Hi, Joe. How are you?
What's going on? Being an actor and director, it's got to really annoy the hell out of you that movies like The Pink Panther 2 with Steve Martin is...
There's a market out there for everything.
It sure seems that way, don't it?
Kind of entertainment.
It's got to be frustrating.
Strength and Honor isn't Pink Panther, that's for sure.
No, that's 100%, you know, and it's kind of funny as well, you know.
Pink Panther doesn't have any trouble getting distribution.
Exactly, you know. But it's kind of funny. I often think about things, and you know, and I often think about studios and everything else. And when you see them, and they're constantly remaking old movies, and I kind of think to myself, what does that actually say about the studios? And more importantly, what does it say about the people that they're giving the pictures to? They must actually think the US people are stupid, and that, you know, that all they want is continuously rehashed old stuff, you know? No, I think people like to see fresh new stuff, but, you know, if they're not giving it, if people aren't giving it to them, you know, what choice do they have, you know? It's an interesting thing, isn't it?
Yeah, real interesting when they come out with a Beethoven 7, but...
Exactly, you know.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I believe, as far as I know, after making Beethoven 2416.
I thought dogs are becoming very popular.
Actually,
Marley and Me thing, I think did pretty good.
Yeah.
Michael
Owen Wilson, he's making a comeback.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. But the only thing was he the supporting actor?
Movie, Mark, and then I'll do a big dog movie, and then I'll...
Actually, you know what we should have actually done, Mike?
Suddenly, then we'll get distribution for Strength and Honor.
Actually, you know what? I just came up with it.
Michael Madsen.
I came up with a mad notion. What if we went back into the post-production suite, right, and we CGI'd out little son in the movie with a dog.
Put a dog in the movie. That's a great idea, Mark.
What do you think? And the dog, you know, the dog has a heart disorder.
The dog has a heart disorder. we can have Owen Wilson come in and do a cameo.
Right.
Yeah.
Play one of the doctors who discovers the disorder in the dog. Wow, this could really be something.
Yeah.
You know, and the best part of it all is they'll probably release it to 3,500 screens.
Oh, yeah, especially if they have Pink Panther playing in the background.
There you go, there you go.
It's like Owen Wilson as the doctor is watching the Pink Panther in his office.
Yeah.
When we bring the dog in for examination.
Exactly, you know.
Get like 10 offers for distribution the very next day.
Yeah, that's definitely a plan.
Don't forget the dying wish to the dog you had before that, though.
I should be on some sort of panel or on a studio because I'm so smart.
Actually, yeah, it actually amazes me that you're not, to be honest about it, Mike, you know.
Well, you know.
Well, listen, Michael, if you really want to get into a dog movie, Callie and I have... some connections. We are built of the same ilk.
You guys wrote a script about a dog, and now you're going to tell me about it.
Actually,
and I'm going to say, yeah, I'd love to read it. On the IMDb in pre-production.
Actually, we're in Beethoven 7. For real.
Yes, we stole the film, actually.
Yeah, Madsen gets film offer on live radio.
That's right, yeah.
Listen, I was in a doctor's office one time, this is no joke, and I was getting a physical for a movie, and toward the end of it, the doctor actually told me that some friend of his brother-in-law's had written a screenplay, and would I be interested in reading it? And I said, oh my God.
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh, wow.
Kidding me, right? And he goes, no, as a matter of fact, I have it right here. And he had the damn thing sitting there.
Of course he did.
He knew you were coming.
Well, the second you put your hand on it, it's on the IMDb.